Your face is one of the first face in the film. It's on the screen and this opens and then you are just a black silhouette. We shot it off an HD monitor and that was still prototype equipment at the time. And we produced that video on HD. The greatest technical discovery of until the end of the world was the prototypes of digital HD machines. It was through the help of Sony and NHK actually, because I had approached both companies with that desire to produce certain sequences for the film that I felt could not possibly be done on film. But then again, at the time there was only film. So I spoke at length to these people in Japan, and they said, well, right now we don't have this stuff, but we're working on it, and if you wait a little longer, we might have some equipment that might enable you to take film images and digitize them. So I had a vague feeling that this unknown digital technology could help me produce these dream sequences that I really needed to look differently than film. And when eventually I found Naughton, who was a digital wizard and worked on commercials and special effects in London. He had never worked on HD digital either, but he was gutsy enough to say, I can handle it. So we went together. It was just this one high-definition digital edit suite at NHK. And it was all brand new, and the guys who had built this stuff were there, and they sort of reluctantly let us sit in front of their equipment because they had never allowed anybody to do something with it. It was there, but it was too new. They didn't even know it was working. And then we took our first shots and digitized them. Some of them was my own 8mm stuff from my own childhood, because I felt the dreams that would appear in the film, I was getting so personal, I felt I needed to use my own. These inventors behind us, they were terrorized, horrified, because we did everything in the book to sort of pull the images apart so that something else would come out. We were the very first one to see what everybody knows now is the pixelization. When you go fast forward on a digital picture, it sort of blows apart. Nobody ever seen it because nobody had ever gone fast forward on this stuff. We stayed in there for almost 2 months. Sean and I, we ended up sleeping there. And we really produced all the stuff that William Hurt is seeing through his goggles, and that's appearing in the laboratory on the big screens, and then all the stuff that he's extracting from the brains and all the dream sequences. And those technicians were so glad when we finally left, because we had basically ruined all their equipment. And they had dreamt of producing beautiful stuff. I mean, their own show reel in high definition was the opposite of what we had done. It was the world looking so beautiful, and we destroyed everything.